Okay, well, thank you everyone today for joining this meeting. I don't know how much information you were shared, but today I want to talk to you a little bit about why you should consider studying abroad in Japan. Okay, my name is Xiaochen Su, seen here. Okay, I'm from an NGO called Study Abroad Research Institute, and today I want to introduce you a few things. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about what our organization is, as well as the benefit of studying abroad in Japan from two perspectives. One, from how much salary you can earn, and how cheap it is to get a degree here. And finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about how our organization can help you get into a university in Japan. Okay. First, let me give you a little bit of self-introduction and the introduction of the organization. So our organization, we're a nonprofit organization, and we're trying to get more students who never consider studying abroad opportunities to study abroad and help them start an international career after they finish their degrees. Okay. I'm based in Tokyo, and our organization is based in Tokyo in Japan, and we're currently primarily. Sorry, I think there is some echo somewhere. Let me. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah. Okay. So we are based in Tokyo, in Japan, and we're primarily reaching out to African students like yourselves and introducing them to university programs in Japan. And since we're a nonprofit organization, we're not doing this for money. We're doing this entirely for free. And why are we doing this? Or before we go to that, what we actually do is we reach out to students like you and to universities in Japan, encourage them to accept more foreign students, right? So we talk to you, the students, we talk to the universities, and we talk to the Japanese government so that they can support our activities, okay? And why are we doing this? The reason is from my personal background. I was born in China and moved to Japan when I was very young and moved to the US at age 12 when I started middle school. I have studied abroad experience in many countries, including the US, Australia, UK, and right now I am studying abroad in Japan. Okay. And before I came back to Japan, I was working in Tanzania in East Africa as a program manager for a nonprofit organization there. So I applied to the University of Tokyo in Japan from Tanzania. So I have some personal experience on how to get into a Japanese university. Okay, so that is why I am doing this activity. So now that's us. I want to talk to you a little bit about why you should consider studying abroad in Japan. Okay, from the first aspect is how much money you can earn. So the salary in Japan on average is about 40,000 US dollars in 2019. Before the COVID pandemic hit, this was the average salary. Okay. Just a second, there's a chat. Okay, we're good. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so that was the average salary in 2019. For people who live in Tokyo, where I live, it's the biggest city and the capital city of Japan, the salary is higher at 50,000 US dollars per year on average. Okay, please keep yourself on mute. During the presentation, there will be Q&A afterwards where you can ask all the questions. Okay, so for people who work in highly demanded fields like IT, the salary can be even higher. For IT consultants, salary can be on average $58,000. And these are figures just for people who graduated from undergraduate with a bachelor degree. For people who have master's and PhD degrees, they're paid even more. Masters are paid 23% more, and PhDs are paid 42% more from what you see here in the figures that I just introduced. At the same time, Japan is trying to get more people to come here to work. The reason is that there are a lot of jobs and not enough workers. In 2019, before the COVID pandemic, there was almost 2.5 jobs available for every person in the country looking for a job. So you see that there is a shortage of workers in Japan. At the same time, Japan's population is going down. So today there are about 120 something million people in Japan. At the end of the century, there will be only 85 million people left. So as the population shrinks, there is going to be demand for more workers, foreign workers, because there are fewer Japanese workers available. So that means the average salary will only increase over time. Now, that is for the salary after you get a degree in a Japanese university. Now, I want to tell you about how much it costs to get a degree in a Japanese university. So getting a degree in Japan is actually much cheaper than some other study abroad destinations. So I speak from my personal experience. Just a second. There is some issues with sound. Okay. So I went to a school called Yale. Okay, I went to a school called Yale in the US, where the degree is about $44,000 per year. So it's quite expensive. I also went to a school in London in the UK, where the degrees are about $38,000 to $51,000 a year, depending on the program. So also very expensive. In Sydney, in Australia, it's around the same price, $26,000 to $41,000 per year, depending on the course. So all three schools are quite expensive, if you can see. In the University of Tokyo, where I currently go to school, it's much cheaper at about $5,000 a year. So compared to other places in the world, it could be much cheaper to study abroad in Japan. Japan also offers more scholarships than it's the case in many other countries. Okay, even $5,000 per year in tuition can be quite expensive. So how do you pay for that? Well, the scholarship pamphlet issued by an organization called Japan Student Services Organization, which is a government organization that helps foreign students, have a lot of details about what sort of scholarships are available. So there are many types that are on offer, okay, just for foreign students in Japan. Okay. These include Japanese government scholarships, okay, which can help you pay for all of your tuition, plus a round-trip airplane ticket from your home country, plus about $1,400 in cash per month, so that you can pay for your living expenses while you live in Japan. Okay. And aside from this, you also have regional government scholarships depending on where your university is, which also pays for tuition, as well as close to $1,000 per month in cash to help you pay for your living expenses. And there are also more than 90 private foundation scholarships offered by universities, companies, and nonprofit organizations. On average, these pay for close to $2,000 per month in cash that you can pay for tuition as well as living expenses. And these are only the ones that are seen in this particular pamphlet. These are not all the scholarships that are available. They're just examples of the scholarships that are available. Once you get into an academic program in a Japanese university, the school will be able to provide you with more information about the scholarships that are available to students just from that university. Now, aside from scholarships, students can also earn money on the side while they're studying abroad in Japan by working part-time jobs. The Japanese student visa allows students to work 28 hours, up to 28 hours a week as part of the visa. Yeah. And many students do work, right? The kind of jobs they do include English teaching, which pays for about $39 per hour. Stores and restaurants, which is about $14 per hour. And construction, factory, and warehouse jobs, which pays about $28 an hour. Okay. So if you work 28 hours a week at these hourly wages, you can save quite a lot of money that you can use for your living expenses as well. Now, at the end, I want to tell you a little bit about how our organization can help you get into a university in Japan. So there are a few things that we can help. One is to help you find online classes that you can learn some Japanese language. Many of the universities in Japan offer courses in English only, but many more programs are in Japanese. And if you want to work in Japan, both part-time and after graduation, it's good that you learn some of the Japanese language for work purposes. We'll be able to tell you where to apply because we have different partner universities that we work with that provide information on their academic programs for foreigners. And how to apply is also included in the information that these partner universities provide us. So you can see how exactly to apply using the school's own application process. And we'll be able to provide you some information on living in Japan, also both within the university setting and outside of universities, so you can see how daily life works in Japan. So as I mentioned, our staff work with many partner universities. We talk to the admissions officers there, and they provide us with information on different programs that it is very difficult to get if you are looking for them yourself. And because of these extra information that the admission officers provide us, we'll be able to provide you with extra tips and advice to get into universities and their programs much easier than if you are to do your own research. And that's it. If you're interested in applying to a program in Japan, please check our website at www.studyabroad-research.org, where all the information about the programs are available. Right? You can also follow our social media networks where we provide the latest news about both study abroad in Japan as well as our organization's activities. And that's all. Thank you very much for listening. I just want to check if anyone has any questions about any of the content that I just explained. Okay, anyone? Any questions? Oh, okay. All right, I see somebody raise their hand. I see Khadija, yeah? If you have a question, please speak up.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. So I would like to know if there's any fee you would have to pay for contacting you for your services.
No, we are a nonprofit organization. We are not taking any fees from you. to provide you with information. We just provide information so that you know where programs are available. And if you're interested, you can apply directly to the universities themselves.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. I have a question in the chat from Osman, who is asking, can one apply to the university when you're in your final year in Ghana? So I'm assuming Osman is in the final year of his bachelor's degree. Many of the programs that are available are in graduate school, so in the master's and PhD level. So if you're interested, you'll be able to apply to the graduate programs during your final year in university. Okay. Again, the information is available on our website. Many of the schools offer both graduate programs as well as undergraduate programs. So you can take a look to see which programs you'll be interested in and apply directly. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, all right, there is a couple more questions. Medija, is it a requirement to learn the Japanese language? It depends on the course, okay? Some universities only have Japanese language programs. So for those ones, you will have to learn the Japanese language before you start the program. But there are other universities where they have English only programs. So in those programs, you don't have to learn the Japanese language beforehand, and it's not a requirement. Okay. All right, so that is from Hadija. Next question is from Mavis. How can one get access to a specific university website in order to apply? You can look at our own website, which we provide you all the links to the different programs that are available. Different universities have different websites, and you will have to go to their university website in order to apply directly. But we provide you with all the links on our own website. Next question from Osman. Please, what time bound or frame is the application for the university there? Right now, because of COVID, the things are changing all the time. As you know, a new variant of the COVID coronavirus was just discovered, and Japan has closed borders to new foreign residents again. So it's very hard to say what is the current time line that you need to apply to universities here. As more information becomes clear, I'll be able to provide you with updated information. But for now, you can assume that until the Japanese government policy changes, it's going to be very difficult to apply in the short term. Next question from Mavis. There have been a lot of bloggers who share links and later request money. You probably shouldn't be talking to those bloggers. You should talk directly to the universities themselves, okay? Not to people elsewhere. You talk to people who are employed and working for the universities. Rita asks, can you apply when you're in your third year? Yes, it is possible. But if you're applying to a graduate program, then you're expected to have completed your undergraduate program before you're enrolled into a graduate program. So that means even after you apply, you need to be finished with your undergraduate studies before you start your studies in Japan. Okay. Antoinette asks, please, do you have to pay to learn the Japanese language online? Of course, there are online classes that charges money. But I think the best way for you to get started to learn the basics of Japanese language, you should just look for free resources. There are plenty of videos on YouTube, for example, where people teach Japanese language. You can just do a quick search and you'll be able to find many videos like that. There are also many websites where people provide information about learning Japanese language entirely for free. So before you jump in and start paying money to people to learn the Japanese language, you should explore all the free options that are available online already. Okay. I see a hand up. Please, whoever that raised your hand, the floor is yours. You can speak.
Hello.
Hi there.
Yeah, so I wanted to know when does you made mention that the organization offer the benefit to help students to learn the Japanese language. So I wanted to know when exactly do you start with the teaching or something?
So we don't have classes for Japanese language. We'll provide you information with where you can get some resources for learning Japanese language for free, right? There is no set classes that we run at the organization. It's very hard for me to provide classes for everyone because everyone's at different level of the language. So if you are interested, do let me know later on. You're always welcome to contact us directly through our website, and we'll be able to provide you personalized information about, how much language you want to learn, when do you want to learn it, at what pace, and we'll be able to point you to the right resources for you to start learning the language. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, well, if there is no other questions, then I will provide the organizer of this meeting with further details and links again to our website as well as our social media, and then as well as my email address, so that you can contact directly when you have questions later on. Okay. All right. Okay, well, in that case, thank you everyone for your time today. And I will be in contact again with the details of our website and my contact. Thank you everyone for your time today. Okay, have a good day. Okay, bye-bye now.